guys, it's Lydia, and today the weather's getting colder out, so I was going to show you what I do with my thermal cooker. This is one of the cookers that I take in the RV with me. For me, it's really important to take this with me if I'm boondocking or I have to use propane. I'm going to be doing some recipes during the year with cooking in the thermal cooker, but I want to show you one of the things that I do at home to save money with my thermal cooker. So what I do is I don't buy canned beans because they put a lot of salt in the beans that are in the cans. So what I do is I buy my beans in bulk and I divide it and I freeze my beans, but I do cook them. So this is what I do. I have my thermal cooker here that's from Japan, and what I do is I soak my beans in 2 bowls. So I had my black beans soaking in here and I had my red beans soaking in here. This is the insert for the cooker. So it's stainless steel, and then it comes with this other one where you can make rice or some dessert or something in the cooker. My cooker is here with the black beans, and I'm going to bring it up to boil. This is so I'm going to close it. And then I have my red beans. Actually, these are pinto beans because I ran out of the kidney beans. So I'm just rinsing these off. They've been soaking overnight. And what I'm going to do now is I'm also going to boil these. Then after they reach to a boil, and they're about 5 minutes boiling, I'm going to turn it off and I'm going to put the insert in here, and both of these are going to finish cooking in my thermal pot. In my thermal pot, it's going to sit here. They're going to sit here about 8 hours. And then tonight before I go to bed, what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and put my beans in little Ziploc bags and go ahead and freeze them in the freezer. So whenever I need to use beans, I have the beans in the freezer. And that's what I do. You can also dehydrate them in the dehydrator, like I have an Excalibur dehydrator. I'm not really doing that, using much of my Excalibur right now, but when I'm full timing, I might decide to start preparing things to go on the road, so I can save some space in the RV and especially in the pantry by dehydrating a lot of things. Stay tuned because I'll be doing a lot of prepping and stuff like that for on the road in the next couple of months. So let me wait till these get to a boil, and then I'm going to show you what the procedure is for getting them to finish cooking in the thermal pot. So of course I can't be the kind of person to sit and watch beans boil. I had to go ahead and take my Dyson out and vacuum the house. So now I have to clean up the bean boil over. There's beans everywhere. You can smell burning beans here. I'm going to clean this mess up, and then I'll bring you back and show you the rest of my project for today. So what I'm going to do is I rinsed off and I washed my pinto beans. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to boil them the same way that I boiled the other one. This didn't come with another lid. So what I do is I'm going to put a plate, because I just want it to get up to a rolling boil and then cook for about 5 minutes. The lid I put on here, I want to keep that warm. Okay, so here's my thermal pot, and what I'm going to do is, while this is actually cooking still in here, so this is hot, not too bad to handle. I'm going to put it in here because I want to maintain it warm. It's cooking in there because the heat is still in the pan. So I'm going to seal it. When this one is ready, I'm going to put it inside of this one, and I'm going to seal it, and I'm going to keep them sealed up. If you're in colder climate, you may want to wrap these in towels if it's really cold where you're at. Okay guys, so my pinto beans are just coming to a boil just now. See, they've been boiling there for a few minutes. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them inside the thermal pot. So let me show you. So I have my oven mitt so I don't get burned, and what I'm going to do is pick that up. I'm going to lift the lid of the other one. Remember, the black beans are in that insert, and I'm going to put this insert in there. And then I'm going to lower these 2 handles. I'm going to lower the 2 handles that the top insert came with. Lower them all the way. And then I'm going to put the lid on. And that's it. And then I'm just going to seal that up. So this is actually cooking now. And this will cook for about 8 hours. So I'm going to probably take these out probably around 9:30 tonight. 9:30 tonight is when I'm going to get to freezing these beans tonight. So it's Saturday night, so I'll probably be up late anyway. I don't need it in my kitchen. A big pot sitting all day. I mean, if I was in the RV, I'd have it in there or on the floor somewhere just cooking away so I can have space in my RV for preparing something else if I needed to, which is a great thing about that. What I do is I just put it in my laundry room. I'm not doing any laundry today, so I just put it on my washing machine, which is right here. And Missy there sitting watching, but there's my thermal pot right behind her. And that's going to sit there till tonight. And then I'm going to get out my bag. I'm going to rinse everything off really well. I'm going to rinse off my beans tonight, and then I'm going to go ahead and freeze them in Ziploc bags, like the smaller size Ziploc bags, enough for like, enough of a size that it's about a can, about 15 ounces is usually what I measure. So I highly recommend that you get yourself one of these thermal pots. For me, it's a lifesaver because it already comes with the 2 inserts that I would need anyway if I was cooking. If I was going to cook a soup on the road, I could use one of those pots to make a soup on my propane. Either of the two. So I don't have to use the thermal pot, but I already have my pots in there. So I don't carry like additional soup pots or anything because my thermal pot already has the pots in there that I could use either in electric if I'm hooked up to full utilities, or I can also use them for propane. So one of the things with me is I want things that I can multi-purpose. So what I love is having things on the road that I can use for different things, and I don't need to take up additional space for stuff that I'm only going to use once in a while. This is another pot that I really love a lot. And if you stay with me, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple of recipes that you can do with this machine, that you can actually prepare things in the morning, put your stuff into the thermal pot, hit the road, because it's like a slow cooker without electric. By the time you get to your park or your destination in the afternoon, and now you're tired, and now you got to unhitch, or you got to, you know, hook up your utilities, the last thing you want to do is have to cook up a meal. So that's where the thermal pot comes in, because on your travel days, you can make a soup, a hearty soup. You can, you know, cook a stew in there, and you have a meal waiting for you, you know, and you can relax and enjoy the day at your park. So I highly recommend it, and stay tuned because I'll be doing a lot more videos on this particular product in the next few weeks. Okay guys, I forgot to show you the video of when I prepared them. I forgot to film that night, so I'm showing you the next day. They're already frozen. These have been in my freezer. I put them in these kind of Ziploc bags, and these are black beans here. The black beans here, these are the pinto beans, and I also do these with the chickpeas. I also do it with the chickpeas so that I can make hummus. And I recommend that when you put the beans in the bag and you freeze them, you lay them all flat so you get a really small footprint in your refrigerator. You really want them to be nice and flat and spread out, and then they don't take up any room. You'd probably take up a lot more room if you had cans of beans. But anyway, we'll see you later. Bye.